I typically go to the stove, mundane, just as sane or insane as any mostly bloomed cream stain. Sometimes I feel a nice electric chill upon my back. It makes me smile. I know who that is. Oftentimes, some of my favorite daybreak songs roaring through the kitchen as it begins steaming. Sometimes this is one of the only ways to get as close as possible to you. Within minutes, there's rhododendron, cardinals, pines, and baby deer in the kitchen. The sun begins hitting a certain way, as if somebody's smiling back, as if you're just waking too. I gaze at the green and the mountain hillside. It sparkles a little. Last night, again felt like I died. It's just like that sometimes. But I reckon I'll be all right. Yeah, that's it. Sometimes it's just short. All right, so I want to read this poem if I can find it. I know it's in this notebook somewhere, but I haven't read it in quite some time. And I don't think it's meant to be read all the time. But it's called Dear Mississippi. And I wrote it back in November of 2016. Oh, I think that might be where I'm trying to go. But long story short, one night I woke up in the wee hours and I was watching the news, and there was this Congress lady or something down in Mississippi saying some crazy shit standing next to Donald Trump. And I was compelled to write a poem because my family is from Mississippi. All of them are born and raised there, except for me. It's specifically in my immediate family. So I wrote a piece that could have been inflammatory because I love Mississippi in a lot of ways, but I know how screwed up the institution of it can be versus the actual people in general. But that's a whole nother story. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time finding this. I'm sure a lot of it's in my brain. All righty. That's it. Okay. This is written November 29th, 2018. Okay. Whatever year. Dear Mississippi. It was originally another four-letter word besides dear, but I realized I had to change the message and realized the message was against the institution of Mississippi versus the people. There's not enough blood on your hands, yet not enough water in the giant river for the right hand to wash the left. Not enough bodies floating in the river. Still plenty of noose trees growing out of the middle of the road. Loose strings floating in the air, broken guitars and banjos burning as crucifixes at the picnic. Trying to kill the soul, to extinguish the music, squeezing dry all such movements. Old sip, old miss, I've known you since I were a wee bit kid, rooted in black soil, my umbilical cord and placenta still connected to the ground, fertilizing and being fertilized while pissed on, then soiled with poisoned semen. Not enough lemons to squeeze and quench these thirsts. Still plenty of cotton, curses, hellfire, and caged birds. Lightning strike me of my words, baptized, drowned, and submerged in sweat, fresh and aged blood from the oldest graveyard vineyard. I am urged to hold my tongue and tame my temper, 'cause they'll kill you Pride always celebrated. Pain no one wants to remember. They say it was so long ago. Yesterday, yesteryear. You should forget about that and let that go. Though the flag of the rebel in the thick air still flows right above our nose. But shut up about your people's struggle, because it was oh so long ago. You stay in line, boy. Show some respect for this land that your eldest folk cultivated. Broke, still miraculously not extinct or broken. The picnic's all just a message of subjugation, family outings, doused in smiles, laughter, and entertainment. And it was so long ago. People don't believe, think, and act like that anymore. Little monk could go back, play a song, drink till the demons and the spirits kill your insides swinging on that porch. Pop the coke. For to harvest all of the crops and gardens of your insides, even the fumes missed, the angels' share supposedly disappeared into clouds so loaded. Blue moons and blue black bodies soaked in blue whiskey, draped in a bed of vines. Kutsu cuts through the jawline, along with barbed wire, in the dark valley of the mighty Mississippi gold mine. And still, the spirit will never die. The music will never die. Thank y'all. So, it's weird how sometimes you come in with a plan and then it changes. Yeah. All right, I've just got a couple more here, y'all. All right, I'll start with another short one, or a short one. Anti-Destruction, as this is called. It's from May 16th, 2014. As I have recently failed to arrive at my new nuisance, discounting my dinged brains, forgetting to remember what I was doing. New bloom things, and it's cool outside, lightly tapping raining keys, exploding lightly on all green. All these mean people, all these extra busy, pissy people, all these truestly absent dropout people, they all have hearts and hearth too. Go up away from here out of their bodies as earth plume. And I bet you somebody was touched and moved by you when your only luck is in the warm pillowed gem and jewel you produce. That's it on that one. Thanks. All righty. I know it looks a mess, and it is. I'll pick all this up. I'm gonna close out with the second newest pieces, I believe. Yep, some new shit. All right. This is Gravity Attacks, part 1, 2, and 3. And let's see if I get the order right here. This is Gravity Attack Part 1 from June 30th, 2026. Carving and smudging prayers into the atmosphere. I follow your scent through the thin veil to break through such an elusive springy shell. Only my inner ancient stethoscope works, pulls me out of my sleep every day, a foggy, misty dream that reveals a movie. The funny thing is, if I'm not mistaken, in Spanish, the word for womb is the same as matrix, matriz. Carving and smudging paths into the nautical and celestial spells, tossing rocks into the dark under stars gone. Yet the glimmering fruit nectar still sweet, rippling in moon-spiked waters deep. And we still function. We still think, believe, lead, and say hello, even without a brain. We still feel, reach, bleed, even when the heart has become spaceship. But for now, perhaps just lightning bug, lighthouse. Gravity Attack Part 2 from July 4th, 26. Your balls are bigger than your body, chasing storms through the universe, sirens going off from dusk to dawn. And how the fuck does the ground ever move so violently? Ring of fire in the driver's seat. And they say within half a century, New Orleans will truly be Atlantis. As if the spirit really ever left us. As if you ever really needed that Mercedes, Jaguar, or Lexus. Sometimes it takes more than a friend of an enemy, a machine, a key, or king to protect us. Your ovaries are the whole world, sun and moon, lady. People always needing to learn how to be people, especially lately. Oh, thanks. This is Gravity Attack Part 3, July 7th, 2026. Sometimes I too feel as though there's nothing left out here for me. Not now, not like this. Although I love the summer, the past few have just felt as though I'm just waiting for a special 2 weeks in bittersweet autumn. Caught them bottomless pits, never having learned the proper method of forfeit or of concede. To truly believe that everything I could ever dream is always far beyond a retching betting reach that hurts my fingers, hands, and arms lately. And we've been waiting and waiting. I know it seems to just get more dirty, windy, and heavy. But if you should ever feel completely let go, stranded, thirsty, hungry, without a bone, never stop holding on to you, and likewise, whatever holds you. Grow you out of spiral, son. Grow you out of split, out of rift, ditch, glitch, and pavement. Grow you, for you know your heart still longs and races for something you aren't always responsible to measure. A feathered letter to all the things you can never completely seem to say out loud. P.S. I miss my June. I think that's it. Y'all just give me a moment to pick up some pieces here and all that good stuff. We'll get on with the list. Thank y'all for coming. All right. We've got Ben Twink in us. Yeah, y'all welcome Ben to the stage.
Hello, hello. Bam. Perfect. Here's a new poem. It's called It Was That Time. It was that time of day where you can't help but look at the sun and then see the stars as you look away. The shadows of the people I see are beautiful. Imagine if each day a man must try and kill the moon. Imagine if a man should have to kill the sun. We were born lucky. I stretch myself over the moon like an eyelid. You can almost hear the molecules noticing that you stopped ignoring them. Everything is holy. I can't realize that is myself too. Man is not made for defeat. He can be destroyed, never defeated. That deep begging refusal is the origin of every living thing. We are full of our wants, things we can't take back. We take the best parts of ourselves and make them whole. Death left some money on the table, a pistol on the floor, and a beautiful life to find somewhere. Life is a bunch of near misses in the dark. We're made of our longest days. Desperation breeds wisdom if you make it through. We can build a better world, somewhere where the lights stay on. She tells me to rage against the dying machine of life. Thank you. This one's called Andy Warhol Said. Andy Warhol said, "God damn it, feeling is what I like in art, not craftiness and hiding of feelings. I think art is what you can get away with. My words are special, poppy fields of observation, illegal to most people. What is made for them? I hope you can hear what I have to say. More is than isn't, art that resists. Creating is insatiable. Stay in the observational. Don't dwindle in the abstract. You only need one heart to save a life. Even though some God is all we have, a memory of, lie awake at night because you can't dream without it, because you can't sleep without it. A shadow of what I once was. If I'm not the greatest, I'm on my way to it. You're either with me or against me. All is fair in art and war. Sometimes I take a cold shower on all fours, letting the water run down me like a rhino in Africa, witnessing the first rain in years. Art can be for yourself. It'll always be perfect. Think about it. Somebody made up dinosaur sounds without ever hearing them. Don't be afraid of being different. Be afraid of being the same. Their finest art. Thank you. Yeah. This one's called I'm Cinnamon. I'm cinnamon and I'm aspartame. I wonder if I'll ever be enough until I'm just too much. I try to be as many things as the chemicals I take, but they only make me stay the same. I guess they help me stay sane in certain ways. I'm turpentine and I'm bleach. I burn when I get cut, but I don't freeze when I get cold. It all doesn't really matter based on chemistry that I can't seem to define. It's like when you stare at a mirror and you finally see your eyes. You wonder what it takes to get back, how, just once, I knew what life was for, and how you hoard these constants into morning, only to find them gone. Professor Sexton told me that anger would come back just as the love did. These words migrate towards my mouth. This frog sits on my lips and defecates instead of jumping out. This is something I would never find in a lovelier place, my dear, although my fear is anyone's fear. There ought to be something special for someone in this kind of hope, and if I tried to give you something else, something outside of myself, you would not know that the worst of anyone can be, finally, an accident of hope. Thank you. Okay, this one's called When Art Imitates Life. When art imitates life and life imitates the heist, faith turns love in action. The greater the man, the greater the moment. All men are cremated equal. Dumpsters get called art in heaven. You wept molten glass just to hear the shatter. I stashed tears in bottles to use as ink later. I don't let them gather dust. I don't let them gather dust. They dry too fast. I'm the only inked ghost I've ever seen. The church's stained glass signed in broken colors. I hate you for being different. Some guy named Jesus said he found God. Who was I to argue? He's worth nothing now but hammers, ashtrays, and a splinter of thorned wood. Maybe God saved his life so he could just serve more time. I want courage to be fear after it's prayed itself quiet at night. I want joy in the middle of war when you've got nothing left. Refusing violence is peace. Being harmless is just weak. Fear's for the cheapest room in the house. I drag myself through flooded wasteland toward a holy trash barge. Where'd all that water come from? 2 fleas, 2 ticks, 3 dogs, and too many cats. The miracle is they didn't eat the mice, but you'd never know unless somebody told you it was true. We waited outside at a drowned convenience store for Jesus to come back with chips and beer, so we didn't eat the cats. Maybe he slipped in the toilet. He said he could walk anywhere. Cursed the water like it was beneath him, but he never came back. So here we are with all this trash. Sad thing is, every bag we chew on still tastes like ass. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, let's keep it going for Ben Twink, aka Ben. All right, all right. So I do want to mention that there is a show tomorrow here at 8:30 p.m. I believe. Mang Dead, Grateful Dead tribute band. Come and check that out. Yeah, that's just tomorrow night. So y'all definitely come and check that out. It's always a good time. All right, next up on the list we have Rico. There he is, right in my face. Y'all welcome Rico back to the stage. Give him a second to get situated and whatnot. Remember, tip your bartenders. All performers get a free double shot of Kava.
Hello, everyone. I'm Rico. This is a spoken word collection by me. I put this together. I've been away for a little while. The first name of the first poem is Before the Roof. Everybody keeps talking about the roof, like where the story begins. Nobody asks about the years before it. Nobody asks about the conversation, the laughter, or the belonging. This story isn't about who was right or wrong. It's about how quickly we forget each other's humanity. Before there was a roof, there was a man. Before there was a judgment, there was grace. The roof. Nobody climbs onto a roof because they think it's luxury. Sometimes you just tired. People remember the fall longer than everything that came before it. One night, one roof, one mistake. I remember the man, not the headline. Reserved seat. There used to be a chair everybody knew was for him. Walked through the door and somebody would call his name. Sometimes being banned isn't losing a building, it's losing the place that started feeling like home. After closing time. Maybe nobody knows what he was carrying that night. They saw a man asleep where he shouldn't have been. They didn't see the sleepless nights before it. Grace isn't tested when people don't get everything right. Grace is tested when they don't. Familiar faces. Every town has that one place where stringers become regulars. Now he walks by, looks through the window, and keeps going. Funny how a door can weigh more after it's closed. More than one mistake. If I judged my friends by their worst night, I'd be there standing here alone. We're all one rough season away from needing grace. One life should never be measured by its worst chapter. My last cup. I used to walk through the doors without thinking twice. This isn't written out of hate, walking away from somewhere that once felt like home. That's the hard part. I'll leave quietly, with gratitude for what was, and peace for what isn't anymore.
Yes, y'all, that's Rico. Let's keep it going for Rico. Yeah. And thank y'all for attending. I know it's at that peak time where people want to be all over the place and just enjoy the summer. So I appreciate y'all for checking in with us and chilling. All right. Number 4, I think it's Rian M. Ryan. Oh, sorry. Well, let's welcome Ryan M. to the stage, y'all.
Did not know this place existed until tonight, so this is a lot of fun. Thank you, thank you. Read you all a couple of little interconnected pieces here. This first one's called April, Ulysses. I work at the last bookstore with Persephone in the heart of L.A. She presses lilies between the pages of the Arabian Nights, the Odyssey, and Ask the Dust, then leaves while light still folds across the streets. She is away more and more, says she must take advantage of April, longer collodion days that know more sunshine and less sticks. But I stay behind, catalog and quiet, wait on the moon. Stars and neon indistinguishable, wandering home with copies of Love in the Time of Cholera and play it as it lays. I stop by King Eddie on the fringe of Skid Row and order hams and a shot of Makers. Tom Waits plays the piano in the corner, singing, "You Can Never Hold Back Spring." And I drink and watch the dark-haired bartender with the pretty face, ponytail, and slight paunch serve cheap wine to weathered city warlords and addicts suffering from Welchmers. Men shift in their seats, bare rib cages protrude from abdomens, and you see beer glisten on bone, coating blackened meat tethered to thoracic beams. The bartender picks leftovers from skeletal frames, and that belly on her grows distended from dregs, stretch marks like severed flower stems along the stomach. And what she doesn't reap, they share. Consume each other, yourself, again and again. It's all we get fat on here. Persephone arrives around midnight and orders Cimarron with a splash of pomegranate juice. After 4, she starts laughing and tells me, "You get used to this place. It takes time, but you get used to it." I don't know how. Staggering down South Spring Street in the rain, puddles pass for paintings and reflect lives that aren't mine. Illuminated boulevard, lovers linking arms in alleys, cornetist with an empty tip bucket and trash at his ankles. Pools the sewer hasn't turned to shit, sperm, and seawater. Stories to believe in when winter returns, when the great teachers disappear. Your mothers and musicians, women and writers, best friends and barflies, a life's education in being cheated. Home is denied me, yet I see Waits' fingers traipse across the keys of the piano. I hear the world's siren song in a pavement's patchwork. I tend pink roses at the doors of King Eddie. Thank you. May, Persephone. I don't believe in spring anymore, not in the way my mother once taught me. Los Angeles carries the petals of lily, rose, and daffodil on Santa Ana winds, and they sting. They sting when they graze my face. I can no longer tell what once lived and what was always stone. Did it know rain, rays of sunlight, or was it just born petrified? Mother, for my growing lack of faith in the season, I am sorry. I don't see an end to the sticks and snow. Scylla washed up on the shores of Venice Beach last week, moribund, severed from the Strait of Messina by an Italian militia and left to bleed and bleed across the ocean. Politicians lauded the event, fattening themselves on game they never hunted. For vanquishing the beast that had terrorized the seas for centuries, tourists and media crews came from miles around to pose and to take photographs. They swarmed and laughed and prodded as she breathed out her last in the sand, while gull and condor feasted on the eyes from her 6 heads too weak to fight back. nothing left to do but stare at the sky and let each part of yourself die. When the crowds became bored, I sat alone with her in the sand. I held her dry, taloned hand and felt it tighten with every contraction, labor, gatekeeper over beginning and end. I slit her throat with the jagged remnant of a cowrie shell at dawn. I screamed at the coyotes that buried their teeth in her belly and dragged her entrails through salt water. You could find a man and settle. A man like Buck or Ulysses at the King Eddie might remind you of words akin to home. Tangled in bed sheets and late for work, imagine all the children you two might have together, the lives they'll lead, the reckless monuments they'll build to your parental indiscretion, to their future aspirations. You'll trap them on the carousel with you, force them to reckon with universes you unwittingly press between their palms, across their eyes, anchor in their stomachs. You to blame for dysfunction in the brain, for the sewers of blood simmering in their veins, the world's saddle strapped across their bare shoulders and those scavengers looming in the dunes. For all this stunted belief, the dreams that dared to look back and lock eyes with Eurydice. Thank you all so much. Appreciate you.
Yes. Thank you. Let's keep it going for Ryan M., y'all. First time at this stage. Welcome. Hell yeah. Next up, looks like we have Renee Calagayan. All right, let's welcome Renee to the stage.
Hi, everyone. I'm really excited to be here. It's my first Asheville Poetry Open Mic. I'm going to be reading 2 poems this evening. The first one is a silly little list poem after Sei Shonagon. It's called Features That I Particularly Like. When my 3-year-old cousin presses buttons on his toys with his middle fingers, giving someone the bird. Birds, crows and ravens especially, also loons, kookaburras, cockatoos, cassowaries, rosette spoonbills, and shoebill storks with their prominent noses. I love prominent noses. Women whose noses make them look like birds or witches or that spread wide when they laugh. Women who laugh. Women who are bewitching. Women who be witching. Women who call their group of friends a coven, my coven, Emma, Isabella, Jessica, Karina, and my little cousin, Ina. Ina's nose. When Ina's nose crinkles in the middle, when she smiles like a drawbridge being raised. Bridges, bridges over cars, freckles bespeckled over the bridge of a nose, bridges in songs, bridges over water, bridges over troubled water, breakwater, drinking water on a break from work, poems that feel like fresh water after dry and boring literature, poems that end in a random image, hot air balloons. Thank you. This next one is a little political pantoum that I wrote earlier this year. This is Pantoum for Minority Women in America in 2026. I am asking you to be less of who you are. Listen to me. Don't get groceries alone. Take a blonde friend with you. Don't answer the door if strange men knock. Tell them you need a fresh warrant through a peephole or window. Don't go out alone at night, or if you can manage, during the day. Try braiding your hair, adding highlights, or dyeing it. Tell your stylist you need a fresh look, a new cut or color, blonde or red or even purple. Go full manic pixie dream girl. Copy Cyndi Lauper. Try lightening your tan, adding highlight to your face or hiding it. Maybe use color contacts that aren't brown, blue or green or even hazel. Go full goth. Copy Gene Simmons. Slather on white makeup. Assume the mannerisms of a man. Maybe use an accent that isn't yours, American Southerner, Northerner, as long as it's American. Blather white phrases, assume the mannerisms of a patriot. Write fewer poems about your Filipino grandparents and more about the American South, North, as long as it's America. Forget that they moved here to flee a war, became legal citizens. Write fewer poems about your Filipino grandfather, who worked for the USPS for decades. This land was never his. Forget that you live here. This is war. You're no longer a legal citizen. Don't open your car door if strange men walk up who work for any U.S. agency. This land is not yours. Listen, I am telling you to be less of who you are. Thank you so much.
Yes, that is Renee Calagayan. And let's keep it going for Renee. Beautiful poetry, message. Absolutely, I thank y'all. And there's like a chill vinyl night going on here Friday night. I think that's about 9 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. But y'all can bring your vinyls and just chill. Hell yeah. All right, next up on the list, it looks like Tristan. All right. I think I see Tristan there in the corner. Y'all give them a second to get on stage and get prepared. Looks like we've got a guitar going on and whatnot, so that's always good too, because we welcome all forms of artistic expression here at Poetry Open Mic Asheville.
Can I plug it in? Yeah. Hi, everyone. This is my first night here as well. I just moved to Asheville from Charlotte. I used to live here, but coming back home. So hope you all like what I have to share today. I have a couple of original songs for you. I was 5 years old, out in the coldest sand, fell to the ground, hit my knee. We were at the zoo. I was looking for you. A stranger stopped to ask, where is your mom? Easily distracted, problem child. We were playing games. They didn't feel like games. Why were you so mad? Am I to blame? Love
through violence starts to feel like hate. You'd come home from work, sit on the couch, wanted to play catch with my dad. Is that so much to ask? An insurmountable task. Playing in the yard, dreams felt so far away. I looked up to you, some sort of escape. Moments of joy slip through the pain. Lessons learned in time, most valuable kind. Teach you who to trust, who to avoid. We've all got pasts, let's be better dads. Thank you. I was a boy, just play with my friends in the woods. Didn't think about how all logistics of life were just could. Imagine a world, grass is blue, skies green. Imaginary friends are as real as they seem. Running a fever at breakfast in bed, mama sings me to sleep, a kiss on the head. Shining young face irreparably replaced. Wrinkles by your eyes reflecting on the fireplace. Lifetime of laughter and tears of all kinds morph into your skin till they're frozen in time. You would be Padme and I would be Anakin. Stroll through the yard hand in hand, friend and friend, laughing again and again, laughing again and again. Life as a child, oh, it's sweet and it's kind. We're next exposed to the atrocities, likes of our kind. Just go inside, Mom called us in, 'cause it's dark, had no clue. Weight of the journey that we would embark. Just played in the park, still scared of the dark. Shining young face irreparably replaced. Wrinkles by your eyes reflecting on the fireplace. Lifetime of laughter and tears of all kinds morph into your skin till they're frozen in time. What does it mean to grow up? Does it mean to accept the world run by a club of old men who don't blink when the school is blown up? How do I live with that? Don't overthink, don't overdrink, don't oversing to the idiosyncrasies of a man who doesn't blink. He's a corporate overlord, not a spiritual entity. Holds no ground over the things he cannot see. It's okay to be afraid of the dark. Just don't play in the park and forget the obscenities. Earl will be there when you wake. Rest your mind, if not for mine, then for your own sake. Thank you.
All right, y'all, that's Tristan. Let's give it up for Tristan. Yeah, welcome and welcome back. Absolutely. Next up on the stage, it's going to be Swimmer. Y'all give them a minute to get on stage and get situated. Once again, I do want to mention Mang Dad is playing tomorrow night. Yeah, 8:30 p.m. here, Thursday. So y'all come out and check that out. Of course, you got Vinyl Chill Night on Friday. And of course, as always, every Wednesday we do this. We've been doing it since 2010. I'm a newer host here. I've chipped in here and there, but it's nice to come back week after week.
Ho me takweasen. I feel good. I knew that I would. I feel good. I knew that I would. So good. So good. I got you. There's a variation on from one of my musical guides, James Brown, and here's another one from some of my musical guides, given their what's been going on in Asheville these days. When the rain comes, they run and hide their head. They might as well be dead when the rain comes. When the rain comes, when the sun shines, they slip into the shade and sip their lemonade. When the sun shines, when the sun shines. Rain, I don't mind. Shine, the weather is fine. Can you hear me? That when it rains and shines, it's just a state of mind. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Rain, I don't mind. Shine, the weather is fine. When the rain comes, they run and hide their head. They might as well be dead. When the rain comes, when the rain comes, when the rain comes, when the rain comes. Long time I've been walking in the sand, been waiting, meditating on a natural plan. Spirit come along and he tapped me on the head. He said, feed them babies on. Gone, gone. since I had you on my mind. Now you are here, I said it so clear to see what we can do, baby. Just me and you, come on and steer it up. Little darling, steer it up. Steer it up. Little darling, steer it up. I'll push the wood, blaze your fire. Said I'll satisfy your heart desire. Said I'll steer it, baby, every minute. All you've got to do, baby, is keep it in it and steer it up. Little darling, steer it up. Steer it up. Little darling, steer it up. Quench me when I'm thirsty. Come on, cool me down, baby. When I'm hot, your recipe, darling, is so tasty, and you sure know how to stir your pot. Come on, stir it up. Little darling, stir it up. Come on, stir it up. Little darling, stir it up. Steer it up. Little darling, steer it up. Wash my face in the morning sun as I move into the day. With a holy smoke I pray. Surrounded by confusion, times I cannot find a way. Stop. Stopping with the holy smoke I pray. The last words that I heard my grandmother say, lift me up, I want to hear you play. When I meet confusion times during the day, when I meet confusion at face in the evening sun as they move out of the day. With the holy smoke I pray. With the holy smoke I pray. With the holy smoke I pray. Thanks for listening. All right. So another cover from another musical guy, Peter Tosh. Sitting in the morning sun and watching all the birds passing by. Oh, how sweet they sing, and oh, how much I wish that I could fly. And I try, said I try, I really try. Good Lord, I try. But I gotta pick myself up, dust myself off, start all over again. Sitting in the noonday sun and wondering where my next meals are coming from. After working so hard, not even piece of bread I may have. But I tried, said I tried. Good Lord, I tried. I really tried. But I gotta pick myself up, dust myself off, start all over again and again. Sitting in the evening sun and watching the same birds passing by. Feels like it won't be long, for it is time for me to fly. And I try, said I try, good Lord, I try. I really try. But I gotta pick myself up, dust myself off, start all over again and again and again. Gotta pick myself up, dust myself off, start all over again. Gotta pick myself up, dust myself off, start all over again and again and again. Thanks for listening. Thanks to the musicians for playing for these guys who keep things going.
Thank you, Swimmer. Thank all of y'all. Let's keep it going for Swimmer, y'all. Yeah. And remember, each performer gets a free double shot of Kava. Please tip your bartenders. Hell yeah. Next up, we've got Kava. Yes. Y'all welcome Kava to the stage. Give him a second to get situated and whatnot. I want to mention once again, Mang Dad is playing here tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Yes. Friday, you've got Vinyl Records and Chill Night. Saturday, you've got Mike Rhodes Fellowship at 8 p.m. So y'all come through.
Hello, I'm Kaiv, and this is a song I wrote called Psht. Well, I love love, but not as much as I love drugs and I love lice. And I would change my wicked ways. Girl, I tried, I stayed the same. Talking circle words are cheap. Your arguments you'll find no sleep. Yeah, talking circle words are cheap. Your arguments, they're all so weak. And you said you'd save me, but I don't see your face much lately. And why do I feel better when we're together? I wish I knew. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Busted nose, dirty clothes. Pack your bags and hit the road. And drown your tears in petty fears. Plead your case, you have no home. It started pouring rain, I hopped the train. Man, when did I get so old? You said you'd save me, but I don't see your face much lately. And why do I feel better when we're together? I wish I knew. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Yeah. Well, you love me, but not as much as you love drinks and you love clubs. And how I wish that I'd have known you were just waiting to go. Oh, I should have known. Pouring vodka out your cup, I said that's it, you've had enough. You said you'd save me, but I don't see your face much lately. And why do I feel better when we're together? I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Let's wrap this up, I swear we're done. Playing games, you've had your fun. Let's wrap this up, I swear we're done. Playing games, you've had your fun. Thank you. And thank you to the bar staff and to frickin' Zach, who's the best sound man ever. Well, he's over there. The lights are blinding me, but wherever you are. And thank you to Tristan for letting me use his guitar. Have a great night. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Thank you, bro. And this is why Zach's great. We would be lost without you. We need you. Thank you.
All right, y'all, let's keep it going for Kava. Hell yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And next up to the stage, we have Nick. It's going to take him just a second to get set up. He has a guitar as well. But remember to tip your bartenders and all that good stuff.
sitting or standing?
I'll probably sit.
Big leagues.
Somewhere in there. Maybe a little bit. Yeah. Slide this one a little closer. I don't know how you found me, and I don't know why I'm here. But when you are around me, I don't know any fear. Show me how to love. Yeah, show me what you're made of. Show me how to love. Yeah, show me what you're made of. Now we know where we came from, and we know why we're here. And when we stand together, we can face any fear. Show 'em how to love. Let's show 'em what we're made of. Let's show 'em how to love. Yeah, let's show 'em what we're made of. I'll share a poem since it's also poetry night, and it's like kind of on brand there. Yeah, it's like, let's see. Maybe a couple, let's see. When you meet the goddess again as a man, she does not receive you with a warm embrace. She swallows you whole. You are annihilated, broken into parts, dissolved and absorbed. Your ego and mind silenced so you can hear her heartbeat and be carried by the blood in her veins and created anew. This is called Air and Water. The sun's warmth called me up to dance with you. My new body was exhaled from the leaves, excited from the waters. I'm a cloud now, floating, dipping, twirling, transported. In your unseen arms, I'm held. I'm free, expanding into your vastness, your open sky. I grow until I can't stay contained, pouring myself out onto the earth at your feet, to once again look up in wonder and await our next dance. Yeah, I'm into like some mystical encounters with the beloved, and finding her in many, many lovers' eyes. Let's see, where I have a new one I just wrote, but like I hid the lyrics in here somewhere. There they go. Oh shit. Yeah, all right. This is a song about healing from codependency. All I want is to be chosen. It took a mirror like you to see. All this time I've spent frozen, not knowing I need to be choosing me. It wasn't you that hurt me. You're helping me clean the wound. I'm flinching and crying at my own reflection. I gotta stop this bleed soon. I don't mean to bleed on you. I wanna be a safe place for you. I'm gonna need more help, 'cause I can't be a safe place for you when I don't feel safe in myself. We're gonna go our own ways now, though I still wanna be here for you. I know we'll meet again somehow, both better having gone through whatever we've gone through. I just want you to feel chosen. It took a mirror like me to look through. All this time you've spent frozen, not knowing how you could be choosing you. All right, I'm going to try to end on a higher note. This is a song to the beloved.
the colors of a sunrise, pale compared to you, and all the words I could ever write could never describe you, and all the stars of a new moon night could never shine like you do. They could never shine like you, never shine like you do. Though this world tells me it has all I need, I've tried it all, but still it's incomplete. But when I look into your eyes, I see reason to believe. All the colors of a sunrise are pale compared to you, and all the words I could ever write could never describe you, and all the stars of a new moon night could never shine like you do. They could never shine like you, never shine like you, never shine like you do.
All right, all right. That's Nick, y'all. Let's keep it going for Nick. That was great. Hell yeah. And once again, tip your bartenders, all that good stuff. Next up on the stage, we got Zach Jones. From there to here.
How you doing? Got a couple of songs about sobriety. This first one I wrote a couple of weeks ago. Well, spending my whole life in a crowd, I always find a way to feel alone. Silence in my head, it's getting loud. Lord, Lord, time to sober up and go home. Well, you know I just can't bear to hear the news. World outside will chill you to the bone. And I've cried all the tears I got to lose. Lord, Lord, it's time to sober up and go home. Well, I'm wide awake but dreaming of my bed, rarest kind of comfort that I've known. Hearing all the words I never said. Lord, Lord, time to sober up and go home. and I have a hard time feeling understood, especially when I'm out here on my own. But one day I'll be leaving here for good, Lord, Lord. It's time to sober up and go home. Well, one day I'll be leaving here for good, Lord, Lord. 'Cause it's time to sober up and go home. Thank you so much. This next one, a similar theme, was written by a very dear friend of mine within the last year, and I just learned it a couple days ago. It's really been speaking to me, so. This one's called Wasted Again by Coyote Rodeo. Fucking badass bluegrass band from right here in Asheville. The morning comes calling out last night's mistake. Did I reach for the bottle, or was that a dream state? Well, public opinion says I'm doing fine, as long as tequila will stay off of my mind. Well, I'm 2 steps from falling right back off again, with the state of the world and the wars between men. I'm sick of the way my vices keep gripping this sober cowboy. He feels wasted again. The song of the sirens was sweeter back when the bourbon flowed freely in all gin and sin. But I left the bottle when I left you there. Some other man's problem, some other man's snare. Well, I'm 2 steps from falling right back off again, with the state of the world and the wars between men. I'm sick of the way my vices keep gripping. This sober cowboy feels wasted again. Well, listen real closely to save you some grief. Lay off of the whiskey and smoke you some weed. Cannabis cools off while the wine heats right up. So stick to the plant, son, 'cause you drank quite enough. Well, I'm 2 steps from falling right back off again, with the state of the world and the wars between men. I'm sick of the way my vices keep gripping, and this sober cowboy feels wasted again. This sober cowboy feels wasted again. Thank y'all so much. That's a song that just came out by my buddy's band, Coyote Rodeo. Go check it out, stream it. It's called Wasted Again. It's a beautiful song by a wonderful band. Got time for one more? Cool. This next one is by a big inspiration of mine, Mr. Del McCurry. Similar theme, once again, surprise. she left, my head was spinning. It all happened way too fast. I quit going to church, I gone back to sinning. Since my baby put me out with the trash. Now heaven knows I've been backsliding to the promised land of 800 proof. I choke down the pain, but I can't keep hiding, and I can't seem to lose the backsliding blues. Now that old bottle, it sure looks familiar. In my hand, it sure fits that glass. Behind that bar, in that smoky mirror, I see the same old face from the past. Now heaven knows I've been backsliding to the promised land of 800 proof. I choke down the pain, Lord, but I can't keep hiding. Can't seem to lose the backsliding blues. So preacher, tell the congregation, 'cause I know they're bound to ask. Just say I'm on a short vacation, and that I'll soon come sliding on back. Now heaven knows I've been backsliding to the promised land of 800 proof. I choke down the pain, Lord, but I can't keep hiding, and I can't seem to lose the backsliding blues. Can't seem to lose the backsliding blues. Thank y'all so much. Make sure to come out tomorrow night for Mang Dead right here on this stage at 8:30. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be playing drums for that. And then Friday, if you're not here for Vinyl Night, Shakedown Lounge down in Hendersonville. I've got a bluegrass show going with some friends, so make sure to check that out, and I'll see y'all next week. Love ya.
Yeah. All right, let's keep it going for Zach Jones, y'all. And definitely come out for Mang Dad tomorrow night, 8:30. Yes. Next up, from back there, we've got Savvy. Yes, let's welcome Savvy to the stage, y'all. And always tip your bartender.
The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. It lingered there to touch your hair and walk with me. All summer long we sang a song, and then we strolled that golden sand. Two sweethearts and the summer wind. Like painted kites, those days and nights, they went flying by. The world was new beneath the blue umbrella sky. Then softer than a piper man, one day he called to you. I lost you to the summer wind. The autumn wind and the winter winds, they have come and gone. And still the days, those lonely days, they go on and on. And guess who sighs his lullabies to nights that never end? My fickle friend, the summer wind, the summer wind. That's Frank Sinatra's Summer Wind. I think I got one more. The very thought of you, and I forget to do the little ordinary things that everyone ought to do. I'm living in a kind of daydream. I'm happy as a king and foolish, though it may seem to me that's everything, the mere idea of you, the longing here for you. You'll never know how slow the moments go till I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes and stars above. It's just the thought of you, the very thought of you, my love. Nat King Cole. Mwah.
Yes, y'all, that is Savvy, y'all. Killing it as always. Yes, tip your bartenders as well. Absolutely. All right, so I've got Taylor Hyatt headed to the stage now. Yeah, we throwing it back on the names and everything. Y'all just give him a minute to get set up. Of course, Mang Dead tomorrow night once again, because it's just tomorrow, less than 24 hours. Come on through.
Thank you, sir. I might need a swig of this. Hey, yo, what's up, Kava Bar? I've been smashing a wall and breathing in drywall dust all day. Let's see how this works. Hey, Mazel Tov. Wait, one sec. Hey, Bula, everybody. Hell yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna try and make this happen. I think I'm gonna play. I've been listening to way too much Jason Molina, and I was like, "Fuck, I gotta play a song." I only know a couple. I need to learn more. But yeah, let me see. I think I got it. Never hear me talk about one day getting out. Why put new dress on the same old loneliness? Everybody knows where that lives. We built that house of his, and when he's not home, someone else we know always is. And if heaven's really coming back, I hope it has a heart attack when it sees how dangerous it is for guys like that. And the night has always known when it's time to get going, when it's been so long that it starts showing. The night has got that ghost who always almost gives us the secret. I thank you for letting me win, and I think he's doing it again. Everything you hated me for, honey, there was so much more. I just didn't get busted. But I'm not looking for that easy way out. My whole life has been about trying, 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 trying to be simple again. Just be simple again. Just be simple again. Thank you. I might be able to, let me see if I can think of something else real quick on the fly. Shit, cuz. I'm gonna do another cover. I'm sorry, y'all. All right. Baby, let's get dressed up. I've got 2 pairs of shoes. Darling, you look so beautiful when your hair's all hung in jewels. Sometimes I find it really hard to choose between a pair of black and a pair of brown shoes. When I'm high on bat wings up by the silvery moon, I think of a certain sad king trapped in his golden room, and I dream of a cold river on the way to come and sweep that king into his black and brown bay. looked like jewelry when it's coming out the spout. Nothing could make me feel better than a wet kiss on the mouth. Fake IDs and honeybees, jagged skylines of car keys. I never knew a bird could fly so low. Rub out the cat light, rub out the village, red and white exit lights. Let's exit its damage. Why don't people think of who they use? Why don't you try and come and get me? Black and brown blues. It's raining triple sec in Chula, and the radio plays Crazy Train. There's a quadroon ball in the beehive, hanging out in the rain. When there's trouble, I don't like running. Best believe I got more in common with who I was and who I am becoming. When I go downtown, I always wear a corduroy suit, 'cause it's made of 100 gutters that the rain can run right through. But a lonely man can't make a move if he can't even bring himself to choose between a pair of black and a pair of brown shoes. Thank you, y'all. That was a David Berman song, rest in peace. Rest in peace to both of those fools, Jason Molina and David Berman, great motherfucking musicians. Gone too soon. All right, I'm out.
All right, let's keep it going for Taylor Hyatt, y'all. Woo, woo. Yes. And next up, speaking of quintessential poetry open mic Asheville type shit, Caleb Bison. Let's welcome Caleb to the stage. Yeah.
Thanks, Kevin. And thank y'all for the beautiful music. Yeah. Shit. All right. Well, I got a few poems for you. I'm going to start off with this poem by W.S. Merwin. This is River. Lee by, the little boat is gone that carried you 10,000 li downstream past the gibbons calling all the way from both banks, and they too are gone, and the forests they were calling from, and you are gone, and every sound you heard is gone. Now there is only the river that was always on its own way. And here's some originals. This is on returning from being in the Appalachian forest for days without phone service. Today, thermal floating hawks eye fish that thrash in river cascades near the tiny island with one tree. The ledger of foot, hoof, paw in its sand, where the water laps and wind touches the skull of a deer, hidden among river-rounded gray and white rocks, still whispering. At nightfall, fireflies' lighthouse in the swaying grasses and trees, their wide stadium of camera flashes. Clouds pass over the crescent moon in a field where peace began. The warm, healing water bubbles from somewhere ancient and far beneath us. Johnson's small fruit farm. The man at the apple house said Mr. Johnson passed away last night. He'd been sick for a while. Miss Johnson says she's done with the farm. I remember the raspberries, big as strawberries, buckets of blueberries, apples that snapped when you bit into them. They didn't grow watermelons. No jackfruits in that little mountain orchard. No cantaloupes. I showed that to my friend, the poet Richard Jarrett, and he was so excited that I got to end a poem with the word cantaloupes. This is another true story. This is called To a Random Person at the Bar. My psychotherapist says I'm paranoid, but I have pictures of the helicopters that were following me. And this poem's called Worker. We mix up the days, but do the same thing. Pour, serve, clean, serve, ringing, punching, serving, calling, crying, serve, serve, steady, serving, serving. How may I help you today? Pay the piper, pay the hitman, pay the teller, pay the captain, pay the workers and tip them more so they can pay the few who keep the profits and the years, the working, serving. Get time off work so I can find some time to work. Serving, building, destroying, my pleasure irrelevant. Pay for your bills, spend them their paper. Buying, selling, serving machines, serving the struggle, serve the few. Shop the building, serving air, selling nothing, serving empty baskets. Bread with your empty building, standing empty, but you can't use it, building, serving, no purpose, serve, sink, wash, drain, ditch, power stack, coal, sky, ash, water, serve, serve, make, serve, serve, wish, boundary, serve, warning, missile, fail, blue coated, red, water working, serving, excrement, serve, chicken, serve, eggs, serve, excrement, serving, workers, working, no school in sight, burning rubber trees, masks, server, phone, face, no one dispatched, watcher, weather, warning, warning, servers, serving, warning, warning, who is country, who is people, serving the wayside, the underneath clay pots in the yard, empty dog masters, serving running above ground, serving matchsticks, serving playing cards, serve me, serve you, run you, work you, tell you off, hit you in sleep, churning, restless worker, working, serving empty, serve sky, serve canyons, serve wind, serve empty mailboxes, serve tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next, please.
No, I'll do that next time.
Right. Yeah, yeah. However, I do have this poem called Honey I could do. All right. Honey. When a man walks into a bar, sits down, and proceeds to cover his body in honey until the 32-ounce bottle is empty, I kind of understand. Who among us is ever that far from that man at any time? As the water from the running faucet forgotten overspills the mop bucket. One drop too much, one slip over the line, and you could be the one wandering off into the night, glistening, anointed, leaving honey footprints behind. Thank you. I got two more for you. This is The Invisible World. I wring out my laundry in the rank world. Blackbirds fly in and out of an open window. For centuries, distress was my dwelling place. I look skyward and dream, head resting in an open window. Tall buildings and street poles block my view, so I throw all my possessions out of an open window. Kings and their lawyers lie in palace corridors. A falcon with a note appears at the open window. Rulers cannot be trusted. Nothing has changed. A bandit steals my soul and makes through an open window. Beside the oak bookshelf, an old wine bottle filled with peacock feathers. The invisible world lies just beyond the open window. And this one's called Last orders. You failed the test. I've failed many times. Are you comfortable right now? What does it look like? I'm 90% water. You guys getting up one of these days? Got to get these blankets off of me and go feed the wild geese. Don't get too far down the road. Wait a minute until we're hitting the right notes. They might want to mark another spot. It doesn't matter where. Forget it. At some point, put out more gloves and mark them. When you go to bed at night, wear gloves depending on what area you're going to. What's that? Oh, I was talking to my dream guy down there. Good stuff. Did you see they're going back to the moon? They're not going to the moon. They're just going to circle it and come back. Nobody? As best we can. Period. Let's proceed to closing at 11:34. Make an announcement. They're working hard. Announcement. The place will be closing at 11:34. Thank you. A little while later, under his breath, we ain't closing at 11:34. Who are you talking to? He wants a pudding bowl. Motions behind him to the side. Who is he? I don't know. Should I get him a pudding bowl or let him figure it out? He needs to figure it out. New year and new fog. Exciting people coming this year. Will you play it like it's okay? Read the one about the houses and try not to repeat it. More? Is this too not going to be enough? No. I see it. The secret. Laughs. Is there anything still left that goes in the back? Fold them up and get them ready to distribute. The singers. See how strong they are. You got enough scotch tape? You're good people. Where are we marching to? Caleb, this lady is trying to help us. Let her. The blue chair. The boy's chair. Take it easy. I'm just talking to my guy. Look behind you. That's my tomb. My tomb is my jackpot. That's really good, Dad. Yeah, I think so. Thank you.
All right, y'all. That's Caleb Bison, y'all. Bringing the poetry for real. Yeah, let's give it up for him again. Yeah. And all of y'all as well. So Before I close out or anything like that, is there anybody else who has not gotten on stage that might want to do something? All right, all right. I'll head up here and do some things. Okay. So actually, at least one of these poems was inspired by Caleb, the poem he read. Oh shit, I keep dropping. All right, but I'll start with this one. It's actually called A Full Empty House. I don't think I ever read it. It's from March 24th, 2020. It's fairly short. It's kind of another one of those imaginative, hallucinatory type poems. I don't think I was hallucinating, like, anyway. But this is a full empty house. So if it was March 24th, 2020, I think we had just gone into lockdown and all that shit. I wanted to smell your blouse through your roundabout house as the gumbo crumbled in the crock pot, as the flowers squeezed into your kitchen as serpents that are servants from starry firmament. The murmurs in their silent languages meant spirit in its clearest, most beautiful, brilliant fashion. I was so hungry and so lonely before you invited me. But when I arrived, you told me that you didn't exist. Well, hell. I sat down and fixed the plate any damn way. All right, this one is Serve. I've read it here a few times. We reign in our bodies, the color thunder, broke bread, heart hue at the mahogany table for supper. The same place they trophy case, pray, and argue. Then we take turns as each other, as shadows, as statues. Then again, you are you, and I nobody. We are an honorary, motley bunch, aren't we? But we always eat in peace. At the end of the night, you are dressed in mahogany. Mahogany. I obviously scream the same way you cry. Enraged with torrid love, not hate, waste, wrenched and wedged. They sit in the seat where weapons are set as alarms going off by dawn. The chair's antique, stained with the age of wisdom in balms and bonds. The hot seat is sweating and vibrating, and when you water it down, it cannot tell a lie. Yet the table itself regards not any shelf life. They packed themselves years ago into a box, a crate, grabbed a ladder and toted themselves to the highest, most inaccessible shelf in the pantry or a covered cupboard. Styrofoam brained and known only in black and white names, trap the light in the attic and hang jewelry on the crying pity Christmas tree. She calls herself Joyless Judy and labels herself to be permanently on dreary duty. Fortunately, her mother is a quilt that is a tissue, and her father, enchanted midnight forest. Judas, she sang in the choir in the chorus and gives all of her porridge to the poor kids bored with weather. It rains in river, and the fish fry in the summer, in the jungle, jangled with juice juniper and bright blue birds. Extraterrestrial tears fall into the dirt. So out of it grows a plant you never served. All right. Thank y'all. All right, this one's from March 6th, 2013, tentatively called Pangea. We're all together. We're all from the same house. We just have our own separate rooms. At least we try to. When the high town itself is on the prowl across town, across the earth's brow, the earth's old, slowly, gracefully shifting gown, where she goes so far west, she attempts to go all the way back east, splitting her children apart just to find each other on a higher degree, a higher peak, higher frequency. Still, with all this extra weight spinning, it's gotten so heavy. Stretch marks and wrinkles from ages of crying over billions of unnamed Bambis, panda bears, babars, and ricky-ticky-tavis, even zillions of human mamas and daddies and babies, spirits of the fluorescent fecundate humus, which bore them of spring's ring. Let us all feel together in these bird songs, at least in the beginning, at least in the morning. Cellar door swings wide open to reveal a stellar seedling girl ready to crop into the greatest hope far out of this world, out of this box, out of this plot, satellite light and love. When the candle's horizon at first wouldn't budge, on gravel path for your sight, when each step beckons crunch, crunch, and then splashed into a bottomless womb. I live and die in here with you. Thank you. Okay. Sometimes when they start falling, I'm like, okay, I'll read that. This one's from the spring of 2024. It's called Hate is a Strong Word for Love. Oh, I see that guy. You want to play? You want to jam? All right, this is Aaron Price, y'all. All right, he's gonna help me out a little bit. We're gonna make sounds and shit. All right, this one's called Hate is a Strong Word for Love. We don't have to throw daggers to show we care. Stake in the heart doesn't matter when there's zero blood left there to spare. Can be the honeybee dream or turpentine wasp sting nightmare, paired with penitent pinata teddy bear. At the seams, streamlined into clothesline, stringing and banging in tornado torpedo. So hard to let go. And some folks practice evil in their waterhole chapel, just waiting for someone to stare them incorrectly spelt and warp the torched coffin nail. And the lady and the gentleman gone, snatched by the pool of the wavy windows stained and blurred. Maybe love was the cure. Some call it the poison when contorted into emotional extortion. Lesson unwanted, supposed in its latest thankless spiritual deposit. righteous penciling in your story into ancient scroll of Bible, vomited into logic's tangled splits, rich without sense, scent, cinnamon, or sentiment, bereft of tenement and distance from own whirling and downtrodden whisper, bitter, so you want to learn and earn what you ache in late night tin can sage burn. Hate is a strong word for love, cuffed to a bee buzzed into belligerent death battle, wanting to win, to stand on drippy, creepy hill alone. Then an angel's line rings, and you knew you were more than just lightning-fired meat and bones honed by failed frequencies. When you awoke and arose to a thorny rose sun tearing you apart through the window's hum. Your tongue even cursed how you are blessed, threatened and wet with denial, failing to dial up the cuckoo clock smile that is the light of your heart, cored and zoned into believing that no one is anything but a sting of a stone. Corazon, corazon, won't you flee upon the current as our leaking, singing lifeboat? Why did we leave you abandoned on the coast? As if your pretty, pitiful, summer-tuned self are not a home. As if you are not a song. Yeah, thank you. I put you and Will on the list just as a perfunctory thing, just like I was just, Joe Shelton called out earlier, but he sends his best. Yeah. So this piece doesn't really have a title. I think I wrote it about a year and a half ago. It's about not feeling as shiny as you would like to, in a sense, but still trying to find a little shine. You'll catch it. It's not too bad. Morning does indicate mourning. Grief over another 24 poured into the storm, stored in tomorrow winter's seeded basement. And it's hard to fake it when it quiz school and queeze what it gives as it misses. Mister, ain't no digging over these ditches without a million sunsets and rises, rising for a taste of blues, bees, and grass. I know my light don't shine like it used to. Morning does indicate morning. I know damn well my light don't shine like it used to. Life will heal and abuse nearly every fool. I hope that's ultimately true. Cities and empires buried in the sea, in the earth's mantle, and inside of me. Eyes, hands, hearts, and cobwebs digested into my dares by the whiskey nip of my autumnal hair. And yes, my goatee is snowy. Yes, inside it even flurries in July. I know good and damn well my light don't shine like it used to. Yet, it still sparks just enough to make me miss and wish for stars. Here you are. There you are.
Cheers. Cheers, y'all. I just got a couple more. All right. This one's called Another Life. I think it's a little more upbeat than some things, all right? All right. When you smile, you shine. A shine that my soul loves to cling claw. When such a mile brings me past the scammed land of seesaw, on the other side, the outburst of touch and your kiss and embrace, I taste the sweetest of sea salt. Only if you think you can reach and bleed me calm. When they and I said my blood was bad. When from the flat, stabbed heart it cried profusely, waterfalls, crisped and shined by 4th of July. If your beautiful nudity has such pride and comes as such a prize, if it shall touch such a buzz for such a price, when you smile, you shine a shine that shivers my light as the fresh filling, as butter withers, flowers and winter rain powders into my newly enchanted insides, just waiting to gingerly feast upon another life. Cheers. Thanks, Aaron. I think I got one more. You want to do one more? It's called The Slits. I think we did it before. The Slits. It's loud. It's about the glory box of life. This is called The Slits. Aaron says I should call it the glory box of life. I like that too. I have AKAs for some of my poems. Most of our hero days shed off into bottomless glory hole in a box. Presents for all of your celebrations of life held inside. A hell-bent sigh releases all of your hang-ups, your strange cuffs, and your stranger masks that close you up into half. Most of our superhero praise saved for the wooden box lowering, showering them in beauty, mostly because they're gone. The glowing colored beetles of the summer hide in the ground where they lay their hatchlings. They lie down to hibernate in the ground through the winter. And we can't see a sound peeped of their iridescent nightlight spilt out with ease. Only a dream, only of smashing of them sparkly against the canvas of the crazy artists. But people and creatures make love in every season, even if you can't see them, just as they are born in every season. You can tear away their shine, you can tear away their wings, but there are more, so many more. Most of our imperial days have been cut to the cord. Some lick the poison, some lick the dirt. Some hear the voices, some scheme the bird, fix the weather meter on the roof. Some talk to you, even though you have long since been condensation. You peeled everyone simply for the sensation. You raised them goats, them chickens, and them children, all by the same oath. You poke around the corners of the porch to find things your mamas and daddies had left them. Excellence is perhaps abundant if you're looking. Perfection, usually but a grift, to fool a trick, to subdue a myth. Mist, you arrived upon our glasses through windows, trains, and ships. You read the future in past tense, and the water, it reveals all of it. Fog in your morning slit, slip away. Discover your flowing road as it roasts, ready for the roost. You roar
roared some ravens through your teeth, and we all awoke as painted rubber duckies in a mother's means. The stream was but a wet crack in the earth. Cheers. Thank you, Aaron. Thank all of y'all. It's good to see Morgan back here, Zach, all of y'all. Tip your bartenders as well. My name is Kevin Evans. I'll be back next week as well. So we do it every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Yeah. Sign-ups at 8 p.m., rather. Definitely come back and see us. All performers get a free double shot of Kava. Tomorrow night, we've got Main Dad at 8:30. Friday, we've got the Vinyl and Chill night. And then Saturday night is Mike Rhodes Fellowship. Huh? Is that right? Mike Rhodes and Mike Barnes. Yeah, come see that, 8 p.m., I believe, on Saturday. Tip your bartenders once again. Y'all come back and see us. Thank you very much.